Action! Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to the Environmental Podcast. So, today I will be talking to you about how you can become more environmental friendly in my own way, the way that I've created for myself. The way that I learned it the hard way. So, I'm your host, Asha Shahiari. I was the UAE Nature Ambassador for like 2 years, so I'm legit. And I studied environmental science and sustainability. And here with me is Paula, and her baby polar bear. She's still finding a name for it. Today, we'll be talking about why everyone is so afraid of being so environmental friendly. Today, what I will be talking to you about is why everyone is so afraid to be so environmental. It's easy. Our grandparents used to do it all the time, and now you're afraid? Because you all have all of those information that you think that we cannot do it. We can actually do it. We can. So, I will share with you a story. Let me tell you where it all started for me. In grade 5 at school, there was a spelling bee about the native animals and plants in the country. And whoever wins the spelling bee gets a prize. And guess what was the prize? A badge. It was literally a badge. And the badge entitled me to make sure that no one is littering in the playground. And I took that very seriously. Literally, no one was getting away with it. 20 minutes of the break, I would be looking at every single person throwing the litter or the garbage on the floor and asking them politely, initially, to throw it back in the garbage, not on the floor. Since then, it sparked the passion in me to make sure that I'm protecting the environment from all of the litter that people are doing. And I decided to enter the major of environmental science and sustainability at the university. Since then, I've started to learn more and more about my natural ecosystem and the world's ecosystems. And it was so interesting. Like, all of those plants, all of those insects, all of those animals are all around the world, and we live together with them, but we don't see them. Well, that was baffling for me. So what I did was I continued my passion. I volunteered much more, and I realized that there is a lot of my own actions that are actually disrupting the ecosystems that I'm living in. For instance, me using a lot of water. As we are in this region, we use desalinated water. It is costing a lot of energy and a lot of money to desalinate the salty water. There is a couple of things that I started doing to use less water or consume less water. One of them is taking shorter showers. As we are in the winter right now, shorter showers are kind of the solution because the water is super cold and if it's hot, it gets so cold so fast in a shocking way. But that's okay. Shorter showers it is. It made me think also to take shorter journeys from one place to another, or compile all my errands to one day, not 2 days, and make sure that I'm not causing a lot of air pollution by driving my car. What I started doing? I started switching off the lights like an old man or a retired parent at home, wherever the room is not in use, so that I reserve more energy and not make the energy grids suffer from my consequences. So, there's one thing I want you to do is to wake up every morning and ask yourself, how can I be more environmental today? And take one of the actions that makes you feel much more comfortable. Let's take it step by step. So, whatever action you choose today will be your action that you will be doing the full week. And until I see you next week in our next episode, please drop your action so that I can talk more about it. And let me know what you are curious about to know about how I became so environmental and why environmental is the best choice for everyone and why environmental is the best choice for us today and for the future. Until we see each other, بعدين. Bye!